What's going on, YouTube? This is Andreas Ziegler here today to present to you one trick to bigger, quicker, faster gains. Hey AJ, you got any tricks to building muscle? So something that I've always noticed was, you know, people, whether they're personal trainers or they're coaches of some sort, athletic trainers, trying to teach someone in football or trying to teach someone in baseball or soccer or volleyball or this or that or any sport under the sun, or trying to teach someone bodybuilding or try to teach something in powerlifting. They generally don't teach the fundamental basic idea of this is what you're trying to do and this is how you're going to attack that muscle. This is how you're going to attack that exercise. This is how you're going to make the exercise work for you. Because if you sit on a chest machine or you sit on a lat pull down machine, you can go through the basics all day long, right? You can pull, but at the end of the day, if you're just pulling and thinking mindlessly about it, what's really going to happen? Probably not much. You'll probably just get some biceps from your delts, maybe a little bit of back, but if you're really visualizing, thinking, okay, release rhomboids, lats, traps, release the scap, bang, 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 squeeze down, cinch up. If you're thinking through the way the workout goes, if you're thinking through the way it's supposed to be performed, if you're thinking through the mechanics of the basics of each and every single rep, then you're going to execute the movement properly and you're going to attack the muscle that you're trying to attack. So I think this kind of applies to whether you're a young, upcoming star player on your high school team, or if you're an old person just trying to get in shape, or if you're a bodybuilder. If you don't know what the movement is trying to do, other than the fact that it's a movement, okay, calves. I'm doing the movement, right? No, there's a difference. So what I've always said, if I was ever a personal trainer, and if I were to give one trick to people, it's something that just realistically makes sense. If you want to figure things out, you just got to think it through. What makes the most logical sense? What makes it tick? So let's go through some exercises. When we think about, start off with everyone's favorite. When we think about the curl, right, for the biceps, bang, I've seen people, just curl like this, or, just whatever. And, that's fine if your goals aren't necessarily as prominent as others may be. But when it comes to the idea of, okay, I want to advance, I want to do better, I want to excel, and I want to, take myself to a whole new platform, you got to know what you're doing. So, for example, the curl. When it comes to learning any kind of exercise, the one trick is knowing how to flex that muscle, posing. Whether you're a bodybuilder or an athlete, I think learning how to pose would be an essential thing for anyone trying to put on any kind of size. So if you don't know how to activate that muscle without any resistance, why would you even think about adding resistance to that? Why would you even add 2.5 pounds? It just doesn't seem like it makes sense. If you don't know how to make the muscle work without the added weight, then why would you want to add some weight? I've seen people say, well, how do you flex your calf? Yet they're over there doing calf raises. Well, really, the calf raise is just a platform in which you add the excess poundage on top of the contraction of the calf, flexing the calf. So, as I started off with biceps, what I was saying was, if you're intent about it, I've seen many of people do different things, whether it's looking around, half range. I'm not going to get into range of motion or anything like that today. But when you look at the idea of the exercise, okay, when I pose, right, I don't flex on stage like this. I don't flex my bicep like this. I don't flex like this. It doesn't happen like that. I flex like this. It gets the bicep to pop. I flex like this. That's the shortened muscle. So I'm going to take the exercise through that, through through those, you know what I was getting at. So, for the bicep curl, you start down here, range of motion, that's a different topic for a different time. But you want to get it short, get it lengthened. Get it short, get it lengthened. Get it short, get it lengthened. So if I didn't know how to pose, if I didn't know how to flex my bicep, chances are I wouldn't know how to execute that movement properly. So obviously most people know how to flex their bicep, but when it comes to movement like calves, when it comes to a movement like anything else, some people don't know how to flex their calf. So then why even bother doing the calf raise? If you don't know how to, do the basic mechanics of calves, then you wouldn't know how to add weight to that. So another example is when I'm posing on stage, I hit a tricep. Really, other than the mechanics of the side tricep, like this, I'm flexing my tricep, So if I'm doing a push down of some sort, this ball is really being obnoxious. But, it's still the same mechanics. I'm leading into the pose, contract. I'm stretching out, I'm contracting. I'm stretching out, I'm contracting. So really what I'm trying to get across here is leg extensions, okay? You're really shortening those quads. You're really getting them real fired up. You're getting them to knot right. So posing can be the one quick trick and quick idea that if you learn how to do it, whether it's a functionality to your sport or to your goals or not, it is a step in the right direction to learning how to perform the exercise that will lead you to becoming better at your certain sport or tactic that you're trying to get better at or goal you're trying to achieve. So my tip to you today is learn how to flex the muscle first. Learn how to do it without any added resistance. And then once you know how to do that, once you know how to get the biceps short, once you know how to get the triceps short, once you know how to get the pec real short, then you can start doing, bicep curls where you fully supinate, pec flies where you fully hit the chest, where you fully get it real tensed. So just think about that. If it makes sense logically, if you don't have the neurological connection, then what are you really doing? So for bigger compound lifts, maybe you're not trying to isolate as much. But if you don't know how to work your muscles to begin with, you're not actually going to be attacking your muscles with the exercise that you choose to do. So I hope you guys apply this into your training. I hope you guys stay tuned and stay listening and stay watching and stay up to date with Andreas Ziegler. You can find me on Facebook at Andreas Ziegler. You can find me on Twitter at AJZiggy1818 and Instagram the same thing. My website is teamajz.weebly.com. Take this, learn from it, use it, and become better at whatever you want with this trick to faster, quicker, and better gains.